1. Cost comparison. Which city is more affordable for renters? Toronto and New York both have high housing costs, but Toronto tends to be more affordable overall. A one-bedroom in downtown Toronto averages around 2,500 Canadian dollars, while Manhattan rentals are often 3,800 USD or more. Factoring in currency exchange, Toronto is still more economical. Utility bills, transportation passes, and day-to-day expenses are typically lower in Toronto. Broker fees are rare in Toronto, but common in NYC, often adding thousands to move-in costs. Rent increases in Toronto are regulated annually unless the building is newly constructed, while New York has looser controls on most units. NYC landlords typically expect higher income levels, 40 times the monthly rent, and better credit scores. Although NYC has more housing variety, Toronto provides better space, newer buildings, and lower upfront costs. For renters on a mid-level budget, Toronto delivers a better balance between quality of life and affordability. Two neighborhood vibes, lifestyle and living standards, Toronto and New York offer two different urban lifestyles. Toronto is calmer, greener and cleaner, with well-planned neighborhoods and friendly multicultural communities. It's ideal for families, newcomers and professionals who enjoy a quieter pace with access to parks and waterfronts. New York, on the other hand, is bustling 24/7. Its energy, diversity and non-stop activity are unmatched. Manhattan offers world-class food, fashion, entertainment, but it can be chaotic, loud and fast-moving. Public behaviour in Toronto is more reserved and courteous, while New Yorkers are bold, outspoken. Safety-wise, Toronto has a stronger reputation for low crime, while NYC varies greatly by borough. In terms of walkability, both cities rank high, but NYC is more convenient for pedestrians. Toronto is better suited for peaceful, balanced living, while New York appeals to those who thrive in an intense, fast-paced environment with endless opportunities. Rental process applications, credit checks, and legal differences. Rental process in Toronto is simpler and more regulated than in New York. In Toronto, renters usually provide proof of income, a credit report, ID, and references. Landlords follow Ontario's standardised lease agreement, making terms clear and fair. New York's process is more competitive and document-heavy, requiring tax returns, bank statements, and often a high credit score above 700. Income requirements in NYC can be strict. Many landlords want proof of 40 times monthly rent. Broker fees are common in NYC and can cost up to 15% of the annual rent, while in Toronto they are rare. In both cities, tenants may need a co-signer if credit or income is lacking, though this is more formalised in NYC. Subletting is allowed in both cities, but Toronto offers clearer legal guidance. Lease-breaking penalties and eviction rules are also stricter in NYC courts. For simplicity, fairness, and transparency, Toronto offers renters less stressful process. 4 apartment types and sizes. What you get for your money when it comes to space amenities. Toronto often gives renters more for their money. Most downtown Toronto apartments are newer condos with in-unit laundry, modern kitchens, access to shared gyms or rooftop patios. A typical one-bedroom offers 550 to 650 square feet of space. In New York, especially Manhattan, apartments are often smaller, many under 500 square feet, and located in older walk-up buildings without elevators. In-unit laundry is rare in New York City unless you're paying a premium. Kitchens in New York City may lack dishwashers or even ovens in smaller studios. Storage space is also more limited. While New York City offers variety from brownstones to luxury high-rises, affordability doesn't guarantee comfort or quality. Toronto units are generally better maintained, brighter, more energy efficient. Views in Toronto often include the lake or skyline, while New York City views are harder to come by without paying more. 5. Tenant rights in Toronto and New York are strong, but Toronto's legal system is more unified and tenant-focused. In Ontario, Residential Tenancies Act governs rentals. It limits rent increases, requires formal eviction hearings, and mandates landlord responsibilities. In New York, laws differ by unit type and borough. Some units are rent stabilised, others are market rate with fewer protections. Toronto doesn't allow damage deposits beyond 1 month's rent, while NYC allows a 1-month deposit held in escrow. Toronto landlords must give 24-hour written notice before entry, and tenants are protected from illegal evictions. NYC has similar rights, but enforcement varies more. Anti-discrimination laws are robust in both cities, though Toronto's protections are clearer across all housing types. Repairs maintenance are landlord duties in both cities, but renters often face delays in NYC. Legal aid is available in both, but Toronto offers a more transparent and supportive system for tenants overall.